Hello, fellow humans. Welcome to my mind. In about 5 minutes, you will understand why the egg came before the chicken. I am speaking with you telepathically, as the subject is too dangerous to speak out loud. Let me show you the truth. Time has witnessed many events throughout its existence. It stops for nobody and observes all events that take place. It has seen the beginning of the universe. It has seen the first star that was born. It has seen the first egg that was hatched. The most important of these three events being the hatching of the egg, obviously. Man has seen many events, just as time has. However, the everlasting river called time cannot speak. Mankind can speak, and have debated throughout the millennia which had come first, the chicken or the egg. A countless number of naive minds have fallen for the unspoken trickery of the chicken. I, an intellectual, have thought about this ever since I crawled from the womb. After many years of contemplation, hard thinking, and stressful decision making, I finally come to the conclusion that the egg did in fact come first. My brain is the size of an elephant's, so I think I know what I'm talking about. Would anyone try to challenge a man with an elephant brain? Exactly. I am intelligent, while they are foolish. Anyways, whether it was through evolution, or the making of God himself, the egg, without a doubt, came before the chicken. Now, a vast majority of the population has heard of Darwin's famous theory of evolution, known as Darwinism. In short, all species have evolved from older generations through natural selection. Eggs are crucial in evolution, as life is created within the eggs. However, not all birds are chickens. Just because something lays an egg doesn't necessarily mean it has to be laid by a chicken. Theoretically, many eggs have been laid before the first chicken came into existence. I mean, the chicken is definitely not as old as many people think, with an age of around 8,000 years. Now, it would be pretty cheap of me to say that this therefore states that the egg technically came before the chicken. This is not the point I am making, however. A chicken could have evolved from some older generation of bird that somewhat resembled a chicken. Through natural selection and generational evolution, at some point, one bird had to be born that closely resembled the DNA and biological makeup of a modern-day chicken. Therefore, in all technicality, the egg would in fact have come before the chicken, as it is what nurtured and built the first bird that resembled that of a chicken in terms of biological and DNA composition. Speaking on the matter of religion and creation, basically everybody in history has known about the great, grand, and almighty God. He created everything, ranging from the first atom, to the first human, to the first planet. He made literally everything. In terms of existence, some look to Darwinism, others to atheism, I to God. He holds the entire universe in his palm. So, taking that into consideration, God must have created the first egg. I mean, why not? He's worked great wonders throughout the years. This egg doesn't prove to be anything less than a masterpiece. Understanding that an egg symbolizes creation, I wouldn't be surprised if it was the first thing that came into existence. Just a small, slightly disproportionate oval floating in nothingness, like a tennis ball in the middle of the ocean. Then snap. The earth and heavens enter the arena. Anyways, returning back to my point, if God did in fact make everything, he could have made an egg. There's no way he could have made a chicken before he made the first egg, as eggs are what chickens are nurtured in. A chicken cannot live without an egg. I know what you're thinking. If God did make the first egg, why wouldn't he have just made a chicken to lay the egg? Egg still ain't questioned there. I mean, it seems pretty logical, right? God would have made the chicken before the egg, right? No. Remember when I had spoken about the feeble minds falling for the illusion of the chicken? This is a prime example here. There is no logical reason that God would have put in more work for himself. Why would God create something to lay the egg, if he could have just done it himself in the first place? Simply stated, God knew what he was doing. He understands that an egg symbolized creation and rebirth. He brought it into existence before the chicken with that in mind. The chicken came from the egg from which God created. There's nobody who can tell me otherwise. Whoever attempts to sway my opinion on the matter will only be speaking silence. Silence be their words. I myself will set out on a journey to cleanse those who believe that the chicken came before the egg. These people are plagued with lies, and it is my job to bring them back to the light. These people need me. They must know what the egg means, and I must know who plagues them with this false information, and I will make sure nobody else hears these lies, for only then my life may just be complete. I will analyze, I will find, and I will correct who is telling these people this information. Whenever I spot anybody preaching lies, I'll interject. Whenever I hear of a person who believes that the chicken came first, I'll interject. Although I've been told many times that this is literally impossible to convert everyone to my ways, I vow to prove them wrong and make it possible. The truth is in the egg, for the egg is the truth. I've had many people give me a variety of titles. Psychotic, delusional, stupid. They simply don't understand that the egg came before the chicken.